Hey there, Heart Speakers. This week's HeartSpeak Clearing of the Week theme is around stillness and sitting in your own stillness. We have so much busyness that goes on in us and around us. It's really helpful to just be in the present and be still. There's lots of suggestions to do in the email, but let's do some that are not in the email as a warm-up for your own practice. And I'm going to ask you to look for the feeling of quiet. The feeling of quiet. And while you're feeling that quiet, you can feel some sort of stress or distress or anxiousness or just kind of creeping in around the edges. Yeah, that's what we're going to clear, the stress around that. The feeling of quiet. Yeah, sure, on the one hand, oh, I love that feeling. But if there's stress around it, it will detract from that lovely feeling of quiet. So let's clear that stress around quiet. So once again, I'm going to ask you to find the feeling of quiet, but notice how easy it is to feel and how it feels to you in your mind body. Find the feeling of quiet. All right, now let's clear the stress on that. This first layer here is related to an emotion, an urge to fight. Okay. The urge to fight is kill, attack, maim, hurt. Stop whatever the danger is from attacking you. It's the last ditch effort of an animal to survive. It'll turn and fight. It doesn't really want to fight, and we don't really want to fight, but we will if we have to. So the urge to fight is like one step closer and all. And if you think about it, think about a mama protecting her children, her babies. That's fight, the urge to fight. It's burrowing up, it's making yourself bigger, it's getting ready to attack. That's the urge to fight. It doesn't really matter what we fight, but we do fight to protect what we believe to be ours, whether it's our own person, our being, our body, our loved ones, our property, our space, our things, our status, our point of view. Doesn't really matter what it is you're fighting for. The fact is you're gonna throw a punch if you have to. That's the urge to fight. Okay, find that urge to fight. Now if you have to get a situation in your mind to find that feeling, that's okay for beginners, but as you get going with HeartSpeak, you won't have to do that. You can just evoke the feeling of fight. But once the feeling's evoked, put everything else aside and just keep that feeling going, the urge to fight. Point of formation in the womb as a baby, as a child. So you're going to be the little boy, the little girl inside of you, and you're going to look for the urge to fight. Doesn't matter what you're fighting, doesn't matter the situation around the fight. The point is you're going to freaking kill it if you need to. That's the urge to fight. So you can stay seated up for this with your hands and fists, make an angry face, like a scowl. And as that little boy, as that little girl self, as that child self, look for that urge to fight and let that child have at it. She has every right, he has every right to feel this way. And make it physical and big and bold. Make yourself bigger. Why I oughta. Keep going with this. Embody this urge to fight. I'm going to ask you to pause the video now. Go back in and clear that fight fully. And when you're ready to pivot, when there's absolutely no more urge to fight in that little kid, turn the video back on. And then keep your eyes closed, still as that child. Sit up into an open posture. Head back, shoulders back, chest out, palms up and open. And look for a sense of knowing on the inside. It's a deep inner knowing. It's always there. It's a feeling of knowing. It feels like a steady core of knowing, a steady column of knowing, and it's always there, and it's steady and strong and stable. Find that knowing and lean on it. You could rest in it. Take refuge in it. It's almost like, oh, there it is. Embrace the knowing. Enjoy the knowing for a moment. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. Yeah, it's a great feeling, knowing. Right. So, let's go back and look for the feeling of quiet. The feeling of quiet. Yeah, I can just settle right into that now without the edginess. The feeling of quiet. Oh, it feels so good now. Good. Let's carry on with this and the feeling of stillness. Within you, outside of you, stillness. It's a bit more clear there. It's related to an emotion, so fear. Okay, find that fear, get those fear juices going. Point of formation, in the womb as a baby, as a child. So you're going to be the child self again. You're going to come into a ball and look for the feeling of fear. It's a fear, so remember it's a big spectrum of feelings, so it could feel different to other fears you've cleared. It could be anything from a little anxiousness to an outright terror. So be that little girl, that little boy, come into a ball, come into a huddle and shake and feel this feeling of fear fully. Make it physical, embody it, make it real, exaggerate it, make it bigger than it might have been. That's all very important. You keep looking for this feeling of fear until there's no more fear. That little girl, that little boy will tell you. We don't talk them into it. You be patient with them and tell them that she will tell you, he will tell you when there's no more fear. Pause the video at this point, and when there's no more fear, push play again. Okay, and then take a pivoting posture and open up into a feeling of love. Find it first in your heart space and then make it grow. And this is the big love. It's not associated with anything particular. It's just love. Fill your whole self up with love. And add a bit of curious. It's a little feeling of love first and then curious. Enjoy love and curious for a moment before opening your eyes. And then find the feeling of stillness. There it is. Within you, stillness. Outside of yourself, stillness. Excellent. Right. Enjoy those clearings. Now go refer back to the email. Do some more clearings around sitting in stillness. Really important topic. So enjoy that this week and post your comments. We always love to hear them. I'd love to hear back from you. All right. Enjoy that. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.